Good morning,
Good
New
morning, brother. How?
Jersey. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. We're having a little coffee with Michael D. Bow. Did I say that right? USMC, United States Marine Corps. He's with the VFW, New Jersey Veterans Network. Welcome, brother.
Thank you for having me here today, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, um, you know, you're a runner. I want to jump into that because I'm trying to catch up with you, brother. Because I ran cross country back when I was in high school and stuff. In New Jersey. So, how about what kind of events are you running?
So last year I did the Marine Corps 50K, which is 33 miles, and I did a marathon because of COVID. The Boston Marathon we had to do it virtual, so I did that at my daughter's school last year. So this year we're looking to do a 23-mile run, and then we're going to jump on the bike for 80 miles at the VFW convention for suicide and PTSD awareness to get the word out there.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely for cross country. I know we ran 3 miles, 3 miles for our competition, but I know for practice or something we ran like 7 miles for practice, and then our competition was 3 miles. So, but cross country is a little different, I guess, than a lot of people. It's not the same as track racing. It's like off road running. Uh, so when I got to the military and they said you got to run 2 miles for your PT test, I said 2 miles. I said no. I said I ran three in high school for cross country, so I was already ready by my first year in the military. I was ready. I was already running. Um, because when you're training for 3 miles and the military needs you to run for two, that's like one less lap.
Right.
Yeah. So you're running, and now you're doing this thing with the VFW. You guys you're gonna do a bike run for veteran suicide prevention.
Right. We uh we are one unique charity. We're able to get people that have been sitting on the couches, really depressed, and getting them out there using our recreational therapy, hiking, running, biking, anything to get them outside and really start working with the public again and making them feel comfortable and trusted with their peers. So very successful at doing that. Our first event that we did was the bike ride from New Jersey to DC in one night. That took us 22 hours. And then we went to Walter Reed. We brought some disabled veterans with us, and we gave out $10,000 worth of gift cards and had a comic performed for the troops that were at Walter Reed Hospital. So we really got our name out there. And then we started just doing more events with disabled veterans and getting people to join our team. It became a mobile outreach team that really helps out veterans with their day-to-day activities, but also helps them getting resources to live a better way of life.
Nice. So tell me about the run to DC. You said it was just 22 hours overnight,
It was a bike ride to DC. 22 hours it took us to get there.
and that was for suicide prevention as well.
Yes, that was basically our mission when we first started. And then things got really big quick after that bike ride. Our membership started to multiply and veterans' needs started to change. We felt that we could be a one-stop shop to help veterans get all their resources. So we made the name New Jersey Veterans Network. That was our main charity. Our racing team is called Operation Rebound. We still use that. That's for all our events. And the charity grew. And just recently, we merged and joined forces with the New Jersey Veterans foreign wars. I became an employee there. I just started, and it's been going really well.
Oh, you're working with the VFW then.
I literally just
Amazing.
started. Yes, yeah, I just got the job recently.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm very excited about it. It's going to really help our veterans, really teach me more about how to be a veteran advocate and also do claims and get the resources for our veterans directly now instead of going outside, which I've been doing.
Yeah, because our veterans need as much help as possible. I know trying to get help and stuff can be really complicated for a lot of
Right.
our guys out there.
Absolutely. I mean, New Jersey is probably one of the states where veterans are having more difficulty. You know, we know the number of 22 veterans take their lives each day, but we don't really count overdoses and accidentals, and we don't know how many of those are, and that could bring the number really significantly higher. So we have to be aware that there's other ways to get the proper count of our veterans that are taking their lives, which could be God knows how many more each day. This is a crisis, an epidemic, and we need groups that need to lose their egos and work together and really have a common mission and save our veterans' lives. And I think that there's some wonderful organizations out there that work together and do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you're doing a lot of work through your New Jersey Veterans Network, through the VFW, and that's amazing. That's really amazing. Because they do need some outreach. We have a lot of veterans in the streets or even at home, and they just don't have access to a computer or a ride to the VFW or the VA or a ride anywhere. So when you're out reaching out to veterans locally in the area, getting them the help that they need is saving lives. And
Sure. I mean,
so that's what we're here to do. We're here to save. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. We're trying to get that number to zero.
right. Absolutely. And we feel that our system with recreational therapy, peer support mentoring is the remedy to really bring these numbers down. And we have came up with a joint effort with the American Legion, the VFW, the PBA, the FOP, the FMBA, the IFF, and a lot of other military and first responder groups coming together. And we made a training for peer support mentorships throughout the entire state. So our goal is to take a page out of AA and have people available to work with someone who's in a uniform in crisis to help them get through their problems. And we've been very fortunate to have all these groups come together. We've been working with legislators. This Friday, we're actually going to be fine tuning the report and see if we can start making this happen in the next few weeks after. So we're pretty excited about that project.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything that we can do to save somebody's life, we need to do that because you know they need the help. There's people dying out there, whether it's stress or anxiety or some kind of emotional distress that they're in, whether it's from maybe a family issue or job related or something. They just need help. It's kind of hard to pinpoint. You can't say, oh, okay, this person's committing suicide because of this and this. I mean, there's probably over 20, 30, 1,000 different reasons somebody would commit suicide. So we just truly don't know why they would decide suicide. But if we can try to help these people into realizing that whatever the situation is, it's not that serious. They can get help. There's somebody there that cares for them, whether they need, housing, clothes, food, a haircut, a ride to get a job, or a suit to go do a job interview. That there's people out there that will help. And I know a lot of guys who are military, prior military, they come home from serving, overseas, and they come home and they don't have the family that they used to. And when they come home, if they need help, there's nobody to ask for help from. And so by us veterans coming together and guaranteeing that there's resources available for our guys, it's going to save a lot of our guys. A lot of people are stepping up, like you're stepping up, you're helping these veterans out in the community, you're making sure they got what they need. Uh, that's what it's going to take. People like you and I coming together and trying to solve this suicide thing.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate, and our word has been getting out there. But also, one thing that people don't realize how important volunteers are. Volunteers are the first people who go to any crisis and help out. They're the ones that want to put the time in and save lives, and they sometimes get overlooked. They're the most important group that we work with. We need volunteers to really help prevent suicides and also help veterans that are depressed. So we're very lucky to have such a vast outreach of people that are looking to help us with the same common mission to prevent suicides and help vets with depression and also with their families and getting them resources to live a better way of life.
Yeah, because it really is. I mean, I know a guy. He's in New York. He's over on Staten Island. I talked to him last week. He's a veteran, uh, but he's going out. He's feeding the homeless out there. And when I talk to him, he tells me a lot of these guys they're living in the woods in tents, and so he'll get together and put together like a little packet for them, like a toothpaste, a toothbrush, some food, and sometimes a cell phone, and he'll bring it out to the guys, leave it there with them. But he said what's more important than anything is just spending 15-20 minutes with these homeless guys, veterans, and talking to them and letting them know that somebody does care. He
Right.
said that means more than anything to these guys.
Yeah, I mean, don't be afraid to show someone that you love to help them and love them, and that's really what's been really successful for us. Our first year, we saved a dozen lives doing our program because of people that love our veterans. So we put the time in, we follow up. You have to really follow up and make sure that you don't lie to a veteran when you're helping them. There's veterans where I told I couldn't even help them, and I said, "Look, I can't help you with this, but I'll help you with something else." And they appreciate the honesty and know that you really do care for them.
Yeah, because there's a lot of different things that veterans need, but the main thing that I know, three hots in a cot is the most important. You want to make sure they're eating 3 times a day and they got somewhere to live. And then on top of it, we're talking they might need some kind of counseling, mental counseling, a counselor. On top of that, if they have any kind of other issues and stuff, that would come secondary, I think. But as long as our guys are eating, they have shelter, they're getting good counseling uh, from a counselor, and they're seeking help. I talked to another guy yesterday. He's taking veterans out to go ice fishing. So they're trying to do some therapy also for these veterans. I know another guy. He said he takes some veterans out to the ballpark, to the baseball game. I know that's something that I've been wanting to do. Maybe get some veterans together, either homeless or any veteran. They don't have to be homeless, but maybe take them out to like a baseball game or something, just to get their mind off stuff.
Right. We use recreational therapy as a charity. We have taken veterans to the movies. We have brought the movies to them. We have done hiking events, camping events. We've taken the Comic Con. We have taken veterans bowling. We have taken them paintball. We really use events to take veterans out, hiking, anything to get them out is, to make them really feel a part of something. We send veterans to a PTSD camp in Montana, Camp Patriot. So we've been really focusing on a recreational therapy element to really help our veterans. That's probably one of the most important things to do, but also giving veterans a purpose as well. We have our veterans join our team and start helping others. That's their therapy, and also gives them a purpose to start doing stuff on their own and really paying it forward. Veterans all want to help other veterans, so we feel that once we can get a veteran in a good place, he could join our team and start doing the same work that we do every day.
Yeah, because it's just it really is. this is God's plan. You know, God's plan is us doing His work, doing what He needs. You know, God was able to feed everybody with one fish. You know, and just saying that, you know, when you're able to feed your brothers and stuff, it goes a long way. You know, and just feeding somebody fulfills me. You know, when I at the end of the day, if I have like a couple sandwiches and I give away a little bit, that's fulfilling to me. That's more than I can get from a sandwich. Giving away a sandwich, that fills me more. It's something uh that I can't explain. You know, so I love going out in the streets. For Christmas, I fed 30 kids. I gave presents, Christmas presents, and then we had a dinner. I took some kids out for a dinner who were they were homeless kids. They lived in the streets.
You know, just paying it forward, man. That's what helps us get through each day. You know, it's a medicine for us. It's a way of life.
So I'm trying to do as much work as possible. You know, even in the veteran community, putting some food banks. I'm working with some guys that have food banks. I got a guy in New York. He has a food bank. He's feeding veterans, and that's what it's about: getting together, getting some resources, getting out in the streets, and just doing some outreach, because we have a lot of veterans who are unaccounted for, who are living in the streets, living on couches. They don't have families, and they're just skating by, you know, and they're not really doing nothing with their lives. And it's good to reach out to them and tell them, hey, man, you know, there's somebody here that still cares for you. I know you don't know me, you know, but we're family. I still care about you, you know, and, you know, God loves you, and, you know, I love you, and we're here to make sure that you have what you need. And, you know, whether it's, you know, if you need shelter, food, or anything, you know. So when you talk to your people, is that what they, you know, you can only give them what you have. If you don't have a resource on hand, I'm sure we know somebody that does. You know
Well,
what I mean?
sure. That's why we formed the network. I mean, during COVID, we fed 5,000 people. We were able to give out thousands of pieces of clothing, PPE. We had truckloads full of it, and we were able to distribute it because we had people come to our headquarters, pick up the stuff, and drop it at a veteran's doorstep. People wanted to help out. We took advantage of the horrible situation and gave volunteers something to do. A lot of people weren't going to work, so they had time to drop off food and clothing and PPE and all different types of stuff that help veterans get through the day. We have a list of veterans that need help, and we provide them food on a regular basis, clothing. I've given out computers. I've gave away 30 cars because we are able to work with so many great groups that really want to help veterans. It's a team. It's not just one group. We really aligned ourselves with so many people. Our charity alone has 50 or 60 people that are willing to step up and help at a regular basis. So we're very fortunate to have people that want to do the work necessary to help our veterans know that they're loved and thank them for their service, but also make sure that they can get through the crisis or the hard times that they're dealing with when they come home from war or just coming out of the military.
Yeah, because it's a buddy check. You know, everybody should have a buddy, and you should check on your buddy. And, you know, all these veterans are our buddies. You know, whether you're from the same neighborhood or city, it doesn't matter. You know, you guys wore the same uniform at one point in your life, and you guys are, you know, for the rest of your lives. You know, that's you know, that's your family right there. You know, you got to look out for them.
Right.
And whatever state, city, whatever situation they're in, um, you know, the main thing is just taking time out of your day to help somebody. You know, if you see somebody on the side of the road, you know, you can, and you're on your way to McDonald's, go pick up 2 meals at McDonald's, shoot back around, you know, drop off a extra bag of Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's to the guy on the side of the road with maybe a note, you know, a phone number, here, contact me, or here's you know, or give them our information. You know, if anybody who's watching, take our information down. If you guys see any homeless veterans out there in the streets, uh, stop by, drop them off some food, leave them our phone number so they can contact us. So we don't leave no veterans behind, because, you know, we don't leave nobody behind in the military. You know, we go back for everybody, and whether they're, that's what we need. We need more people just if they're working, if you're out there doing construction right now, and you're having a lunch break on your construction, and you see a homeless veteran out there, go stop, get them an extra meal, okay, and leave our phone number with that veteran to contact us. And I don't care what city, what state you're in, and you know, maybe we can help that veteran out and send him some resources, or just have somebody pick him up and get him a ride to wherever he needs to go. If more people will just do that instead of just rolling their windows up and driving by and stuff like that, because that could be that veteran's last day in the streets. You know, that veteran could be standing right there at that corner with his sign, and then before you know it, he steps out into traffic and get hit by a car. You know, because he's just that tired of life. You know, he's tired of people driving by and not stopping for him. He's tired of out there asking for change on the side of the road. He's tired of living like living like an animal out there. And you know, maybe he wants to live a normal life and stuff and get help. But the thing is, people out there are so busy, they don't have time. But you know, we live in America, and these are your neighbors. You know, you might not know your neighbor, but stop and say hello to your neighbor. Say hi, you know. And if they're homeless, if they're not homeless, you know, get to know your neighbors, see what they need, if they need anything. You could have a neighbor who needs something, but you never stop by to even see, hey, do you guys need anything? You could have an extra neighbor who's one check away from being homeless, but you never knew because you never stopped by. And you could have stopped by and got to know your neighbor and helped them out. Maybe they needed a little bit extra just to make it through to their next paycheck or something. You never know when you can help somebody. So when you're talking to people, see what you can do for them. It's the year 2023. I know you guys are short with people, but when you have a conversation with somebody, ask them, hey, do you need anything? Is there anything you need? Are you going through something right now that I can help you out with? Here's my number. You know, reach me on social media. And again, if it's some veterans you're dealing with, give them our phone number. We have resources available to get these veterans help. We can get them housing. If you guys know a veteran who's homeless, we can help get them housing immediately. If he needs food, we can help get him food at a food bank. Whatever they need, we can pretty much try to come together and for any veteran in any city. So.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we really can get our resources together, our other charities together, and really combat this, because this is an epidemic, like I said, and a real tragedy that we have to take care of our veterans that have been taking care of us for all these years.
Yeah, because you know what? You never know. It might be that it's funny, but you know, you never know who you help, and you never know who's going to help you in the end. You know, you could help somebody get off the streets, and then in 10 years, 15 years, that's the same guy that helps you when you're down and out, you know? So it's good to help. It's good to help people. It's good to pay it forward. I know some people don't have extra, and that's fine. If you don't have extra, just you being a kind-hearted person, and helping somebody get to somebody who can help them is doing God's work. You know, taking somebody to church with you to uplift their spirit. You know, you don't have to have a lot to help somebody. You don't have to have a lot to be a kind, caring person. You know, there's organizations out there like New Jersey Veterans Network who have some resources available for the veterans, and all you need to do is get in touch with Michael here, and we'll get the veterans what they need. So, and all it's going to take is emailing Michael, or I can post his phone number on here. You guys can call Michael directly, or I'll give you his social media link, and you guys get linked up with Michael. And you know, he's in New Jersey, so anybody in New Jersey, he's really close. He can kind of reach out and help. So if anybody in New Jersey knows a veteran in need, contact us ASAP, and we'll see what we can do.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time today. We are lucky to have people like you as well to help us spread the word and get in touch with so many people that need help and people that want to help. So thank you again for this opportunity.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, brother. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to talk to like-minded people. And I know the weather. It's getting cold right now, right?
Getting a little cold, but we're able to go out there and still do our mission.
Okay. Yep. Well, yeah, stay warm, brother, and God bless you.
God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. And thanks again.
All right, I salute you, sir. Thank you, Michael.